Hey guys, and welcome back to Super Mario Galaxy. In this part, we're basically going to be finishing off the Secret Garden.
Yay.
As part 26 labels this as Pitter-Platter. Yeah, I'm hungry. Pitter-Patter, Matter Splatter. This is, if I recall correctly, Lewis, this is one of your favorite galaxies in the entire game. Well, one of your favorite stars.
Well, one of the most interesting platforming challenges. I wouldn't say one of my favorite galaxies, but because it's actually quite a bit simpler than it looks. But it was the galaxy I watched in gameplay footage that got me interested in the game.
Awesome. Well, first we have to deal with the secret star of Melty Molten. Let's save the Matter Splatter galaxy for later in the part, shall we?
Yes, when it's actually
but
happening.
Volcanoes are so passé.
So archaic.
So last week, even. And that's going to be really awkward if this part falls in like the middle of a week or something.
I gotta say though, it hasn't been that long since I last played Galaxy. I did review the game a few months ago, but I don't remember what the secret star is in Melty Molten Galaxy.
Well, that's what the playthrough is for, mate.
Oh no, but I like to know ahead of time, damn it!
Who are you and what have you done with John?
I don't do color commentary.
I like Sonic Colors commentary, does that count?
Shut up, just shut up.
Okay.
I will admit that Melty Molten is not the most memorable galaxy in terms of what goes on in the actual level. Like, I remember the spire, and I remember the volcano, and I remember lots of lava.
I always remember the first galaxy, the first star, and the Daredevil run because, like I said in an earlier part, I feel it's the most challenging one, considering how much you have to do with only 1 HP.
You're definitely going to need to collect all the star bits you can on the way to the Hungry Luma, otherwise you're not going to have enough, because he is a greedy little bugger.
I believe it was 100?
It was 80, actually, and as you can tell, this was a second take.
Yeah. Oh, shame on you, Todd.
Oh,
Shame
the
on
launch star of shame! Here's your typical lava rises, lava falls kind of gimmick on this little planetoid. You've got to collect silver stars to create a golden star.
Yeah, if you really don't care for your well-being, a few well-placed long jumps here and there and burn your ass here and there, you can get the silver stars in, like, breakneck speed here.
Check this guy with his speed running tactics.
Yeah, you know, I occasionally like to dip my ass in lava just to show how much of a badass I am.
Hey man, it gets you up in the morning.
And I'm still in the hospital.
Coming to you live from the Burns unit.
Oh, that medical bill's gonna be a skyrocketing.
No, the brain scratch ad revenue can pay for that, don't worry about it.
That's funny.
Man, you wouldn't have lasted 20 seconds with Tommy Lee Jones.
Oh, right, because he was in Volcano. Sorry, that took me a second, actually.
Man, the only thing I remember about that movie is some schmuck landing foot first in lava and then just slowly melting away.
Damn.
That was creepy. But he did it to save someone at least.
Wrong way, Tom.
Your battery. Yeah, it's a gold glittering star.
I'm sorry, okay, the whole thing's red and yellow. My spatial awareness doesn't cover for, like, bright colours.
Oh, did you at least change your batteries in between stars?
Yes, I did. I think.
Good to hear.
Maybe?
But no,
Probably?
You don't, do you?
No.
It's gonna die in the middle of the last Bowser fight.
Man, batteries have been the bane of my existence lately. Like, my 360 batteries just won't charge properly anymore. It's a good thing I don't need to record for more than an hour at a time right now.
Here we go. Here's Lewis's favourite promotional galaxy.
A one-shot galaxy, unfortunately.
Well, the galaxy is kind of in the midst of disappearing. If one chance is where you're going to go.
You gotta hope it appears somewhere else to get a second chance.
Yeah, when you think about it, Matter Splatter is really just an interesting take on auto-scrolling, but,
Well, that was the previous galaxy earlier, and I think it was in one of the Haunted Mansion levels.
Oh yeah, but this level has a fair share of that, too.
Visually, this is, like, really... What's the word I'm looking for here? Ryan, open your thesaurus, man. You got anything that we could use to describe this?
That uses a Dutch angle for the camera.
Okay, that's not an adjective, but I appreciate you bringing in film lingo.
Yeah, do what I can.
You do it marvelously, darling. I want to say enthralling. That probably is overselling it a little bit.
Maybe. Yeah, I'm more distracted by the green void that is the background in the first half. Well, I should say first third of Matter Splatter Galaxy. I like this part the most.
Interesting enough.
There you go, interesting. Perfect description.
Well, it's more interesting the first time you play it, but once you've actually memorized where everything is, it's just a waiting game. So, more interesting on the first playthrough than on subsequent playthroughs.
Oh god, not Spring Mario! Not Spring Mario!
Yeah, this is actually the thing that sort of booted it out of my favorite Galaxies list, having to do the auto-scrolling segment as Spring Mario.
It's just like, get out of there, go on, get out.
But it must have been a heartbreaking moment for you, Lewis. Like, oh, I like this power-up. Oh, wait a minute, I hate you now.
Well, it's less to do with any kind of difficulty using the power-up and more to do with the fact that Spring Mario is just so freaking awkward when you have to actually stop and wait for something, and that's pretty much all you're doing here.
That's an interesting point. Top 3 and bottom 3 galaxies. John, let's start with you.
Like in the entire game?
Uh-huh.
You're putting me on the spot here for something I have to just pull out of my ass. Jesus Christ.
Go for it, mate.
No, I pass and go to Ryan.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. I do like Melty Molten just for the music. Toy Time just for its platforming, despite the slightly off remix of the Mario theme, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And other favorites are, I'd have to think about that, but least favorites are anything involving a ton of swimming.
Yeah, so Beach Bowl and, just Beach Bowl twice more, I guess, Lewis.
Toy Time near the top. I will say I do really like Freeze Flame Galaxy, and, it's hard to pick a third. And I have no frickin' idea what order I'm even listing these things in, either.
It's just like top 3 and bottom 3. Bottom 3, I guess, before we move on to me.
Deep Dark Galaxy.
Yes.
Deep Dark Galaxy and, Deep Dark Galaxy.
Fantastic list. Truly enthralling. Top 3 for me, Melty Molten, Buoy Base. Buoy Base. And, I'm struggling with the last one. I kind of want to say Good Egg Galaxy, really. It's a decent start to the game, even if it is a bit bland. Bottom 3 are... Well, I'm going to have to side with Lewis here. Deep Dark. I'm not a fan of the Ghost level. I've never really cared for that one. And, the Honey Hive recolor, so those are my bottom 3.
Okay, well, now that I had time to think.
Back to John.
Okay. You know what? I really have an affinity for the space motif level, so Battle Rock. I'm
trying
Space
to get
Junk.
the words out of my mouth here. Space Junk. That can replace Good Egg Galaxy for me.
Okay. Battle Rock, Dreadnought, actually, and Space Junk are my top 3.
Okay.
Bottom 3 are any of the water levels, so Beach Bowl, Sea Slide, and I would say Deep Dark then.
Okay. Go fuck yourself, Deep Dark. None of us like it.
So I don't have as much animosity towards Deep Dark as much as, say, you or Lewis would, because I don't like the galaxy, but if I have to go through it, I gotta go through it. I'm not dreading every single second of my life while traversing through the stage.
Okay, now that's overselling it.
Okay.
Well, neither am I. It's just a boring level.
I've gone through this entire game, hours and hours worth of playtime, and I never noticed the arrow going down from, the star bits you've collected to, your total star bits before.
What do you mean?
There's a little white arrow in between those star bits. It's just like a visual kind of thing.
Oh, I'll have to pay attention next time I see it happen.
Right, here we go. This is, I think the most expensive one. Yeah, look at that, you greedy fucker.
Where does he put all those star bits?
He puts them in his intergalactic stomach, and then he explodes.
Well, not in the way you want it to happen, unfortunately, but...
Yeah, this galaxy ain't all that great. Not worth the money, if we're honest.
But this is 100% run, so you gotta do it.
Oh, Well, if it was a 100% run, this would be like, what, 70 parts? We'd cover all of Luigi's individual stars, but by the time we're finished, we will have 242 stars.
Put this on my bottom 3. Deep Dark, and this.
The list will just be like completely different by the end of this part.
Yeah, look how much whiteout is on this list.
I just, completely frickin' forgot this galaxy existed. Why? Because it's not even a galaxy, it's a planetoid on which you chase bunnies.
Yeah, and it's kind of awkward as well, because the snow is slowing you down and whatnot.
Well, if I recall correctly, there are 2 ways you can diminish the snow, as we'll see soon. There's the Fire Flower power-up, and I believe you have to use the pointer to, rub the snow away.
Yeah. I'm not even sure if they tell you can do that. You just have to kind of experiment and figure it out, which I honestly don't really have a problem with because it's not game breaking. But
it's just God help you if you don't habitually point the pointer at the screen while you're playing all the time, because you'll never figure it out.
Yeah. God help you if you're not trying to cast Wingardium Leviosa every other second.
Well, Harry Potter references aside, I think that's exactly why they put the star bits above the snow there.
Yeah.
You out of habit collect the star bits with your pointer. It's like, oh look, my pointer did something to the snow.
That's a very good point, actually, and fantastic game design. Praise be to Nintendo.
Great. They can design bad levels really well.
But they do it with heart, Lewis.
With heart.
They do it with heart.
Okay, there's one bopping about in a snowman. I think there's one locked in the chest for obvious reasons. And I think there's one, trapped in a hole somewhere.
When you discover the bunny, what you want to be doing is you want to be leading them towards these pits on the opposite ends of the planetoid. Once they're there, they can't escape, and it's just a matter of time. If for some reason you still lose, even when the bunnies are in the pits, you really need to rethink your life.
Oh yeah, just completely change vocations, stop playing video games.
Yeah, put yourself under witness protection.
Damn. Okay, lots of escalation in this part, Jesus.
It's not a difficult level once you know what you're doing. It's just figuring out what you're doing in the first place that makes it a pain in the ass. Because you are on a fairly strict timer.
Yeah, I kind of had a lot of trouble with this Luma Galaxy the first time I played. I don't know about you guys.
Oh, I had to retake this level, I think, about 4 times for the Brain Scratch playthrough. So, let that speak for the quality. Or at least awkwardness of this level, I should say. 'Cause again, it's not really hard, it's just a matter of figuring out what to do the first time.
And then remembering it the next time you play the game.
Which I don't think is that very arduous, honestly. You guys like snow caps? I like snow caps.
That's a candy, right?
Yes.
Ah, okay.
They're alright.
Usually get for movie theaters.
Are those the chocolate things, but they have white sprinkles on top?
Yes.
Those are that's one form of snow caps, yes.
And they have cream inside them?
I've never heard of this before.
Well, the only thing you need to know is that they're $8.99 a box.
Oh, look at that. You knew exactly what you were doing, and you still only had 13 seconds left.
I wouldn't use me as any kind of indicator of great skill in planning, Lewis.
Well, there goes that low self-esteem going again, Tom. Why don't you just end the part and end this miserable existence?
Fine, if that's the way you feel about it. See you guys next time for a bunch of trials. See you then.